It's the end of week 2, and last week I weighed 73.5 kilograms.
Kicking off week 3, day 1, with a nice easy long run that isn't actually very long. So it's the start of week 3 of my Great North Run training journey. Feeling pretty good about things at the moment, but I thought I'd stop and just provide a little bit of context to all this. So my name's Stuart, and I've been a runner for a long time. I was actually inspired by my older brother, who got me out of bed in the morning before school as a teenager and dragged me on runs around the local nature reserve. And since then I've just kind of adopted it as a bit of a lifestyle, really. So I'm interested in health and fitness. You know, I've had a lot of people in my family whose lives were cut short through potentially, health issues. So it's just something that interests me. I'm not an elite athlete, I'm not even a quick runner really, but I like to look after myself, and I like to kind of prioritise this as a big thing in my life. It helps a lot of other people to achieve their goals through the knowledge that I've gained. So really what I'm seeking with Finish Line Focus is the opportunity to demonstrate to you that the method works and that you can do it and that anyone can do it. So I think, I've run a lot of marathons and half marathons and 10Ks and so on, and I just think if I can do it, then anyone can do it, really. It's a really good time for me to be doing this because I've had a period of not looking after myself very well. I've put on an awful lot of weight, I've lost an awful lot of fitness, and I feel like I've been at square one, really. So I thought, well, I'll take this opportunity to just guide you through this journey. And I'm confident that my fitness will improve, my health and well-being will develop alongside those, and hopefully that will just show that it can be the same for anyone. So follow this. If you're happy to subscribe, follow the journey. I'm absolutely determined to show you that this method works. I've got lots of other videos that are worth having a look at, and lots more on the way as well, about the specific areas that might work for you and that you can implement into your approach. So let's see how we go. It's the start of week 3. I've had a couple of really good weeks to kick things off. This is now arguably actually one of the most important weeks, because I'm going into what we call a cutback week, or a down week, or a recovery week. This is where we intentionally reduce our training volume so that we can do a couple of things. Well, it's firstly to recover from the hard work and the load that we've had in preceding weeks, but also to allow the body's muscles, tendons, various systems to adapt as well. So I always think of a cutback week as kind of like cashing in your chips, as it were, really. So you've done some hard work, and now you're going to make sure that your body gets the benefit from those. So here we go with week 3. I'm just part way through my long run. It's not particularly long, but that's how I kick off my week, and hopefully I'll have another fruitful week. Praying that my training goes well. I think I might be injured. This is really bad, but I think I may have picked up an injury this morning. So it's week 3, day 2. I was doing my weights. I was really glad to be doing my weights. We know that it has so many benefits. It can increase your efficiency and address muscle imbalances, and therefore your running form. And ironically, one of the reasons that we do weights, strength and conditioning kind of work, is because it can help to prevent injury. Now, it looks like I may have picked up an injury when I was actually doing that, which is really annoying. I was doing some weighted squats, and I felt a pain in my left quadricep, the lower quadricep just above the knee, and I just had to stop doing them. It was like real pain, it wasn't an ache. So I'm really concerned now that I might have an actual injury. It is a cutback week, it's a down week, so it'll be reduced mileage for me. So hopefully that's an opportunity. By taking it easy, I won't be putting too much strain, too much load on myself. So I'm really hopeful that by having an easier week, it might help me to recover from that. But I'm not testing it. I'm not doing anything that might compromise this. So I'm just going to be taking it really easy now, and just kind of hoping and praying really that it's not an actual injury, so we'll just have to see how we go over the coming days and weeks. So as I've said, I'm purposefully cutting back this week, so much reduced mileage for the reasons that I've really given to aid recovery and allow my body to adapt to the training load that I've placed on it. But there are other reasons, other good reasons for me to be taking it easy this morning. I'll be honest with you, our village pub had its grand opening yesterday, so I may have had a few drinks. But you know what? Running is actually a really good hangover cure, as I've discovered many times over the years. So I'm glad to be taking it easy anyway. But yeah, there are lots of reasons, but actually not least because of this possible injury that I'm worried about. So I'm going really, really gently, not going far this morning. This is just kind of testing out the leg. I'm just going to have to see how I am this week. So it's a case of watch this space really, but I am quite worried about it. So it's day 4 in the middle of my cutback week. So I thought I'd talk about that a little bit. So I'm out on my run now. Really love getting out first thing in the morning. It's not always easy to do, but if you just make yourself do it, then it's done for the day, and you can get on with your day, and you don't have to think about it sort of looming over you. But what I'm doing this week is I'm cutting back my mileage compared to last week by about 30%. So there's a bit of a sweet spot, I think, really, because we want to, well, the purpose of the cutback week is to allow the body to recover and adapt to the load that's been placed on it, but at the same time you can do too little. So we want to maintain our fitness at the same time, don't want to lose the benefits from that hard work that we've done. So typically somewhere approaching or around 30% reduction in mileage. So it's less load, but still the same intensity. So I am actually going to incorporate a few repeats today. I'm just being very cautious with this because of this possible injury. I haven't felt it this morning, which is really, really good news. I don't want to jeopardize it. I don't want to get carried away and just do too much. So I'm just going to try a small number of short repeats and just kind of assess as I go with that.
Day 5, and I'm up and doing my strength training, so well done me.
Right, I'm really annoyed. This left quadriceps, I thought it was fine. I've been out for some runs this week. I haven't felt anything. I've been cautiously optimistic about it. I've been doing my weights this morning. They've been going really, really well. And then towards the end, I came to do my squats, and straight away, doing these weighted squats straight away in my quadricep, I just felt it. It's sharp pain. I'm really worried about that now. I mean, it does seem that I'm able to run on it maybe. I did kind of 2 or 3 squats and I was just like, nope, not doing that. So I'm just going to try and continue my strength routine and see how I am with other things, but I'm just going to be really careful with this, and I am a bit worried about it now.
So embarking on a training program and seeing it through, it's definitely challenging. So here we are on week 3, day 6, and I'm feeling the pressure. Couple of factors to mention really. Firstly, this injury is really worrying me. So I'm going to go out this morning. I'm just going to keep it really shorter than I intended. And you get these obstacles, you get these barriers when you're on a training program. Another really big one for me is work at the moment. We all have a life outside of training, of course we do, and it can really impact things, and it feels like a test at times. So I'm going to have a very long day at work. I've been having lots of long days, and it makes it really hard to get the miles in. I'm glad it's a cutback week, so I'm not having to do quite as much, but I'm actually doing even less than I intended. But the mentality that I'm adopting is it's better to do something than nothing. So I'm going to get out the door, even if it's not for very long at all. It's about routine, but some degree of consistency. So I'm just going to get out and do it.
So this is what it's like where I run. A lot of puddle dodging and so on. But you know what, I'm instantly feeling glad that I came out. I didn't really feel like it, and yeah, it just goes to show that it's just getting out the door, isn't it? Okay guys, so here I am at the end of week 3. I've kind of got mixed feelings, but overall positive and optimistic. So it's been a cutback week, which I'd say I've done successfully. Now, one issue is that I would have liked to have gone a bit further in terms of the mileage, but it's been that situation that I've mentioned where life gets in the way, and you might have a demanding job, you might have, family matters to be dealing with. So this week, that's definitely been the case for me. So, I had options really, didn't I? I could have just sort of said to myself, I'm going to skip it, I'm not going to do it, I've got too much going on, which sometimes you have to do that. But I found a reasonable compromise. So I've been getting out the door, I've done less, but at least I've done something. So I'm glad about that. And that habit is a really key element of a successful training program. So I know that in week 1, I think I missed 1 run and 1 strength session. But beyond that, I've stuck to it, so I'm really proud of that. So pat on the back for me. So yeah, definitely establishing and maintaining habits work, and I feel that I've really done that. I've established that habit. So where am I at? I have to mention that I'm going into what could potentially be a tough week now, carrying an injury. Now, this injury in my left quadriceps, just above the knee, I only feel it when I'm doing weighted squats. I've been running on it very cautiously and haven't felt it at all, so that doesn't concern me too much. I just need to monitor that really carefully. So I might actually skip the squats for a while, do everything else that doesn't give me any kind of discomfort, and stick with that. So I'll be interested to see what my weight is tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. I don't think I've been brilliant in terms of my diet this week. I have been getting in from work feeling really drained and sort of allowing myself to have ultra processed foods and chocolate and all the rest of it. So we'll see how we go. But overall, I need to be optimistic because it's been good habits established, been sticking to it, albeit with some compromises. That's okay. Okay, I'm having really rotten luck here. And now I can't believe this, but I've just managed to step off the edge of the road, sort of into the verge there. I might have twisted my ankle. Like, really? I'm fed up of this now because I seem to be having lots of twinges, possible injuries. Is this just that I'm going into a training program? Did I start with too much zeal? I just don't know. So I'm a bit miffed that that's just happened. I don't know how bad it is. I'm just going to have to be really, really careful now and monitor that as we go into a high mileage week.
Oh, wow. So at the end of 3 weeks, I'm very pleasantly surprised, actually. So in a cutback week, I've somehow managed to lose 1.6 kilograms in weight. I was not expecting that. I haven't always behaved myself in terms of diet and so on this week. So I was really quite taken aback by that, but I'm not complaining. So I've lost 1.6 kilograms this week and a total of 2.7 kilograms across the 3 weeks. So I'm really hopeful now that I can go below 70 kilograms, which for me, it's psychologically, it's quite a good indicator that I'm on the right track. So going into high mileage, hopefully okay to crack on with that. Just worried about this injury, so I'm going to be watching that. And if you look at the next video, well, let's see how it goes. And I'm hopeful that that will show good progress and not being impeded by this injury.